Hello everyone. Have you ever heard cricketers say, "Oh, he's just sledging"? But what does sledging actually mean? Actually, the word means nothing. It's just a soft label for something we should really call what it is. It's verbal abuse. In cricket, sledging refers to players insulting, taunting, or verbally attacking opponents to distract them or unsettle them. It's often done in a joking way, but let's be honest, it's meant to get inside your opponent's head and break their concentration. Players abuse each other with some pretty nasty and personal stuff, and all of this is kind of brushed aside with the casual word, "It's just sledging." Now, where does this word come from? There's no clear answer actually. Some say it came from the phrase "as subtle as a sledgehammer," referring to how obvious and blunt the insults were. Others say it started in Australian cricket dressing rooms as a joke. But look, there's a problem. The word itself doesn't mean anything to anyone outside of cricket circles. It doesn't mean anything to me. Verbal abuse or trash talk is what it is. And this happens in many sports. In football, players throw insults at each other during set pieces. In basketball, trash talk is a psychological weapon. And in all these cases, it is verbal abuse. But sports culture often excuses it under the mental games or competitive spirit. But look, here's my point. Sledging is just a softer, meaningless word that we all hide behind. If a player abuses your family or attacks your personal life, is that banter or is it sledging? No, it's verbal abuse. Banter is okay, verbal abuse is not. If sports community started calling sledging by its real name, verbal abuse, it might change some things. It would stop being normalized. It would push teams and boards to set clearer boundaries. It would protect weaker players while still allowing competitive spirit. So next time you hear "it's just sledging," ask, would you say the same thing in your home or your office or your classroom? Look, words matter. The term sledging shields bad behavior under a meaningless label. It's time for players, fans, and sports bodies to call it what it is. Call it verbal abuse and decide what kind of culture we want in sports. Like I said, banter and playfulness is okay. Verbal abuse is not. So tell me, should sledging be banned in cricket? Verbal abuse be banned in cricket? Or is it just part and parcel of our great game? I know my answer. See you next time.